Existentialists believe that God does not exist. Matter is the prime reality. It is all there is in the world. Kierkegaard is known as the first existentialist philosopher. He believes that human lives as a single individual, that the reality is more important than the thinking in the abstract. He introduced the concepts of subjectivity and leaps of faith. He focuses on the importance of self, such as relationship of the world and self, subjectivity of truth, personality, and freedom of self. Leaps of faith say that faith is not a decision based on evidence, so that with faith comes doubt. If there is no doubt about the faith, then it is not a real faith. Faith needs a subjective relation and commitment. Sartre is a French philosopher and is an expert in literature. He is one of the founding fathers of existentialism. His famous quotes include, "Existence precedes essence. Freedom is what you do with what's been given to you. And a man is nothing else but what he makes of himself." He believes that existentialism is not a religion but a philosophy. He thinks that many people have failed to live a really authentic life. Humans should pursue a real life by not following everyone else, but actually living a personal life that can be recognized as a distinct individualization of themselves. Heidegger is another founding father. His work, Being and Time, affected philosophy greatly, especially when Sartre read his works. He mostly focused on the existence of individual beings. He argued with Sartre on the idea of humanism. Sartre thinks that existentialism is a humanism, but Heidegger believes that humanism is grounded by metaphysics, which is a philosophy that deals with the first principle of things. Despite their different view on things, they both contributed greatly to the development of existentialism. Existence precedes essence. Humans make themselves how they are. They are the ultimate authority that define existence, the purpose, and the value of life. Each person makes their own fate and destiny through the choices they make in life. They stress the individuality and freedom of each human being. Cosmos is only matter. They believe that human existence in the world cannot be explained. They emphasize the difference between the objective and subjective worlds. The objective world is defined by science and logic, while the subjective world is what people are aware and conscious of. They believe that value can be found in the subjective world. They reject the objective world. The meaning of life cannot be found in the world, according to existentialists. All knowing is based on man's construction of knowledge. Human reason with scientific methods will help people understand the universe around us. The existentialist viewpoint of human history is that history is a linear system of events linked by cause and effect, but without purpose. In contrast to this, the Christian viewpoint of this is that humans were created for good, but the fall caused total depravity. Christ redeemed humanity and began the process of restoration. To existentialists, death is the ultimate state of absurdity. Casmus said that humans should live out the tension between the love of life and the certainty of death. Death will end the personality and individuality of each person. In the sense of how we determine what is right and wrong, the existentialist viewpoint says that man must revolt against the objective world and create value in himself. They believe an action that is right is consciously chosen, not choosing the wrong action. They believe in subjective truth. Many movies produced today have an existentialist viewpoint. Here are some examples.
Unfortunately, no one can be told what the Matrix is. You have to see it for yourself. This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
In this scene, Morpheus tells Neo that he has to see the Matrix to know what it is. This is an evidence of existential worldview because existentialism believes that personal experience is essential in arriving at the truth. Morpheus asks Neo to take one of the pills to experience the truth, which will be revealed to him to fully understand it, just as existential beliefs believe that involving in a situation is the best way to understand the situation. It also shows the belief that humans determine their own purpose and meaning in life. Neo has to choose which path he's going to take.
But even death is no escape. He still wakes up.
Nuts.
So he keeps trying. This is the comes and gets the toaster.
Did you sleep well, Mr. Connors? Would you like some toast?
I think the stuntman who does this fall is a guy named Rick Lefevre. We told him we want him to swan dive and hold his position as long as he could. He's falling into like a 12-foot airbag. I realized that almost every one of my movies had a high fall.
He was a really, really great guy. I really, really liked him. A lot.
This is, I think, shot at a hospital in Chicago. That was a defunct hospital.
Groundhog Day tells a story about a man who finds himself in a time loop. After indulging in hedonism and committing suicides over and over again, he starts to rethink the purpose of his life. This work shows the existentialist thinking that there is no absolute objective meaning of life, and their strong emphasis on one determining the value of their own being.
You got no cause to hurt me.
No. But I gave my word.
You gave your word?
To your husband.
That don't make sense. You gave your word to my husband to kill me?
Your husband had the opportunity to save you. Instead, he used you to try to save himself.
Not like that. Not like you say. You don't have to do this.
People always say the same thing.
What do they say?
They say, you don't have to do this.
You don't.
Okay. This is the best I can do. Call it.
I know you was crazy when I saw you sitting there. I knowed exactly what was in store for me.
Call it.
No. I ain't gonna call it.
Call it.
The coin don't have no say. It's just you.
This clip shows that existentialists believe that human suffering is caused by the lack of perfect control of one's life. The woman's life will depend on the coin flip on what she calls it to be. They believe that if she had control over her life, she won't have to suffer.